Hi, I'm Rich with Inside HPC. We're here in Frankfurt, Germany at ISC 2018, and today we're at the Intel booth with Binay. Binay, you're from the AI products group at Intel. Let's start at the beginning. I see a lot about the convergence of HPC and AI. Why is this an important trend?
This is really the challenge that comes down to data. You know, data is really exploding. People are seeing 10 times the amount of the data they were experiencing or they were dealing with just 2 years ago. But their budgets aren't growing at 10 times the rate that they had either. And so the challenge is, how do you deal with that data? And that's where you're getting to this AI plus HPC convergence. HPC is an area that the practitioners have dealt with data for a long time, but AI has come out of a different area. It's really come out of the analytics area. And so the challenge is really, how do you put it all together with the infrastructure that you have?
So, Binay, where are some instances you could tell us about where this is happening, what you just described?
Yeah, thanks, Rich. We see it in a couple of different ways. One is, when an HPC provider, such as a research organization at a university, makes HPC services available to their researchers, there's a growing demand for AI type of services, artificial intelligence services. I may want to use AI to research a new problem. I may want to use AI to deal with something that I used to be able to do with simulation, but the data has just grown so enormous that I can't use those techniques anymore. So that's really where it's coming from. And the challenge really is that the tools that AI data scientists use are not the same ones that HPC practitioners have been used to. And so that's the challenge, is how do you put that all together on a common infrastructure based on Intel Xeon, which is what powers most of the world's data centers.
So, Binay, kind of a wrap-up question here. How are companies using this technology, and how is Intel helping them make it happen?
Great. Thank you, Rich. The situation really is that artificial intelligence came from a different area from HPC. Artificial intelligence is really from data scientists used to working with open source tools. But there are similarities too. HPC is an environment where they're used to large data sets, high reliability, so they have large compute capability, they have large, high communications bandwidth, they have high communication speeds, and ample storage. So there's definitely benefits to both. The challenge is, how do you put them together? And this is where Intel has a vision for where we think this is going and how we can make this convergence happen. But we realize also that we need to work with the organizations to make things start happening today. And we start off with the Intel infrastructure that's based on Xeon, and now we have Xeon Scalable available, and that's really the basis, because Xeon powers most of the world's data centers. On top of that, we have a software stack built specifically for artificial intelligence. We have the frameworks that are optimized, frameworks such as TensorFlow and Caffe and MXNet and so on. And then we provide the libraries for compute and communications alongside that. So you've got a good suite of tools. And then finally, we are building out the ecosystem because we really want to make it easy for organizations to work with partners and really leverage the infrastructure they have in place to have AI run as another workload on top of the HPC infrastructure. And so what I'd encourage people to do is go to ai.intel.com. You can sign up for free for the Dev Cloud, just play around with these tools that are available, and become a member of the AI Builders program as well.